No, over there. So that we get your perspective on it. So, all right, so you stand charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail. We're going to do probable cause again now that your lawyer's here. Okay, please.
Yes. On December 30th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a doctor's office in Harris County, Texas, in regard to a criminal trespass. The officer made contact with the complainant and the witness, who both stated the defendant had an appointment at the doctor's office several hours prior, was asked to leave, and the defendant stated he was not going to leave. The officer found the defendant, and the complainant and witness pointed to him, stating that it was indeed the defendant. The officer told the defendant he needed to leave or he would be arrested, to which the defendant refused, stated, "Let's do this," and turned around, putting his hands behind his back.
Is the witness.
So let me see, Your Honors.
I mean, he had authority to be there, and I know that you can revoke that, when you overstay your welcome.
Yes,
right?
Judge. So the complainant is the office manager and the witness is security guard.
Okay. Did you want to add anything?
Well, Judge, my issue is he's been at that facility for years, and he has 3 separate doctors within the same UT facility, and he was there for his doctor's appointment. And there's some contention as far as whether he was asked to leave or not, considering that doctor's appointments take months to schedule in advance, sometimes up to 6 months. So I don't believe that if he had a right to be able to see the doctor, I don't believe that a person that's unidentified, the original complainant, I think her name was Amy, should be able to come in to tell him to leave, if in fact she even told him to leave. So I think there's.
I know, I guess here we have an office manager that's telling him to go, refuses to, so then the security gets involved.
Yes, Judge. And then he still refused to leave once security got involved. And we contacted the complainant as well, and to add.
You have spoken to the complainant?
Yes.
Oh, okay, tell me.
And the complainant said that the defendant was sitting in the lobby after his visit, and the reason he was asked to leave is because they had a prior incident where they investigated him doing some inappropriate conduct, and that's why they asked him to leave after his visit had concluded, and then he refused to leave.
Do they still want him not to go over there? I mean, I think that there's probable cause to go forward now. Did you speak to them? Tell me.
They said he's no longer a patient.
No longer a patient. Okay. So you can't go back there. Okay, Mr. Proler, you must find a doctor, but it appears that they don't want you to go there anymore at this particular doctor's office. Okay.
Well, Judge, not add, like I mentioned, he has 3 separate doctors within the same building. So is the court asking him to stay away from that particular single
Correct.
office?
Right.
Okay,
So if you have business in another part of the building, you can go. Just don't go back to this office, because the chances are, if you go back there, they're probably going to call the police and they're going to charge you with another trespass. So don't go back over there, because they've warned you not to go back. If you go back, you can get charged again. Go to the other offices, like, hopefully they're just not next door, because that's going to be a real pain. But okay, so then just stay away from wherever that office is, and you can use the other 2 places. But I'm not barring you from the building, just from going back to that particular office. What is the confusion?
Oh, I want to bring to your attention this alleged other incident.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. The only thing, my concern is going forward. Right. You were on notice now that you're not supposed to go. What suite is this?
It's a UT Physicians Bel Air station, so I don't know how they organized that office there. So I think just one system is not necessarily separate offices, like different.
If he has 2 other doctors that he sees there.
And that's part of the issue, because again, it's part of the same system. So I don't know. They do have multiple doctors there, but it would be at the same facility. And they told us that he's no longer a patient at the facility. So presumably that means no doctors there, but we could clarify if you would
I
like.
think you need to.
Yes,
You definitely need to, because this could be a potential problem.
yes, we can
And
certainly
he's saying
clarify.
he's still seeing two other doctors
Yes,
there. They may not know of the other two doctors. You want to do that real quick to see, real quick? Can you give me 5-10 minutes? Let me see. So, hey, Alex,
Yes, sir.
also see, are there different, in most like buildings, there's suite 101, 102, 201, 202. How do they do it over there?
Yes,
Is it
Judge.
by- You want it? Are you sure? I'm gonna throw it away.
They have access to
Council,
Yes.
come on out.
So, I was doing my due diligence on my end. And I
Great.
made contact with, another provider in the facility. He is a current patient there at this time.
Right.
So I just wanted to verify on our side.
Alex, did you hear this?
Oh, I apologize.
And Will, because this is your deal as well. So they've verified that council has verified that he's seeing another doctor at that facility.
Okay,
So what we'll do, like I said, you are on notice of what you can and can't do. We don't want you to go to the complaining witnesses in this over there, wherever they may be, wherever their office is. You understand? You can see your doctor if you have another doctor there, but I don't want you to have contact with these people here.
If I understand you correctly, Judge, I can continue doctor's appointments there, but don't.
How is the facility divided up?
This building is not the best building to have doctors in, to be perfectly honest with you. But you get off the elevator or stairwell, whatever route you choose, and it kind of wings off. Let's say.
Is there a possibility that you're going to run into these people?
The same floor, separate floors.
Yeah, I'm sorry, under what circumstances, Judge?
I don't want you to run into these people.
Is there,
And we say these people,
is there a way you can get to your other doctors without going to the cardiologist? In front of that building, in front of that suite?
I think I understand what you're saying.
Is there a different way you can go around?
It shouldn't be this difficult.
I know. I agree.
I don't understand why what is the doctor's name, or what is the facility? Who are we talking
so
about here?
talking about an Amy Whitetree, so she's the office manager for whatever department she's in.
I don't want you to have contact with these people.
Can I tell you something, Judge? I don't know, I now know who she is, but she did not identify herself at the date of on the date of the incident.
Okay.
And she didn't have a UT badge or anything. Some woman came and talked with me. I now understand she has a name. I sure would like to hear the complaint of the name, if that's okay with you all.
I don't want any more issues. If they call me and they say that you're becoming a disturbance there, I'm going to revoke your bond and I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand?
I don't blame you.
I don't want to make this any more difficult than it is. You know what you can, you know what you can't do. The condition of your bond is you're not to have any contact with the complaining witnesses in this case, not to go where they work. They don't want you to go where they work. That's it. If we get wind that there's any issues, only one thing's going to happen. You know what you can and can't do. I just don't know how else to explain it,
I
but
understand.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's pretty clear. And that'll be the only condition, Judge. This is his first contact with law enforcement. He's a retired captain of the Houston Fire Department for 22 years. So
okay.
he's not gonna be in trouble whatsoever. It's still misunderstanding.
Yeah, and if it gets to the point where you may need to find another doctor because it becomes impossible for you not to run into them, but you're the one that's on bond for this case, right? We'll give you as much as we can, but I just don't want any more problems. I don't want them to live in fear. I don't want them to live in, oh my God, is he going to come back? No, we've told you what the expectations are. That's it. Okay. If you have any questions, you've got a lawyer. He can help you out. If there are any issues that arise in the future, you can always come back here. We have an open door policy. So we're always here for you, whatever you may need. don't take matters into your own hands and just be good. That's it. We'll have conditions for you to sign after you're done with that. Then you're on your way.
Thinking appearances are wait for.
Correct.
Okay,
So
thank you.
because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court here, but you must stay in touch with counsel and he will tell you when you have to come back to court.
Sure, sure.
If he tells me that you've gone AWOL and he can't get a hold of you, you're not answering phone calls or text messages, that's when we revoke bonds. You pick up a new case, I'm going to revoke the bond. Okay? All right, guys. All right. So they're going to have it filed, let you sign it, and then you're on your way. Okay. Of course. Thanks. I got Ms. Teeters coming in now.
Right, so I was gonna approach on that.